inside. We're on the outside. Much deeper. Nearly spins. Contact. Side by side here. Wins on his second outing. The hoop spins.
Yo! Welcome to our first sprint race of this Tier B season, Spa. Here with me today is Maxvan.
Hello, welcome.
Well, most interesting stuff is gonna happen. We're about to start. Today's it's a sprint, it's a one-shot quali, so let's have to be careful that is starting it.
We have only 14 drivers, which is quite not ideal. As
I guess people don't like spawn this game.
I'm not really surprised that they are. That they don't like the track. Well, hopefully, we hope that our driver. We won't see many invalidations in this track. Can be quite a pain. Can be quite a pain to invalidate. There is quite a lot of places to do so. First one being the Lake of Chicane. I think it's called. As Cortez seems like he's leading on the first sector. When purple, of course.
For gaming there. Rocky
Rocky
out.
being
Don't know if he dropped it out of Lecom, maybe into the wall.
so far so good. Out of.
And Adam as well, out on quali. I think he had a very time trial. So he was very good on one lap pace. Might have very good pace, but at the moment he's out of qualifying. Oh, Courts seemingly gaining anything. Maybe lower wing setup. Send Andrews now, seeming maybe catching up to him.
I am quite sure that Cortez maybe running air quite real low wings. I remember in qualifiers he was running 0-0 wings, and we had qualifiers on Spa or to remind.
Yeah. Let's see. Banshima now into the last option game, but not edged up ahead of Super Gaming. Seems like Super Gaming is gonna take it out of the last corner. Goes Super Gaming to the line. Does a 40-4, yeah, 40, it's clear. And Andrews managed to pick Cortez at the end.
Well, I feel like the long down for setup of Cortez, it might really work pretty well for him, at least on lap 1, to make that overtake for the lead, maybe even for the lead.
Well, he's P3, so it's gonna be difficult for him. No need to scroll down today, since only 14 drivers.
Doppy and Hako invalidated as well. Wade and Spicer.
I think invalidating as well.
Only 8 drivers got their lap in.
Less than half of the grid. Oh, Adam's joining, but maybe that's... Yeah. Hopefully he's able to race in the sprint.
Oh.
He's having more game problems. Did say before joining had some game problems. Might be the game problem. State of the game. It's shambolic, someone would say right now.
It's absolutely shambolic.
With the connection to the servers and stuff. Oh well, what can we do for just wait? They actually fix it. As saying Alan McTeer is joining. I think he's unless he wants to commentate, I guess.
I think I know why did he join. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. There is a special person in this race that there were rumors about him on Monaco. You may remember.
Well, I wasn't
here. Okay.
Well, it seems to be 5 lights on this sprint. And away they go. Seems like a pretty good start from Super Gaming, but I think End Andrews is side by side with him. Yep. Go wide into the first corner of the race. Super Gaming. Does he have the traction? No. Lost out on the tractions onto him, Bartus, and we are the side by side through or Rouge. Bartus backs out of it. We are the absolutely flying on this start. He's on the back of Cortes, as I think Derp and UK Lucas fighting it out a bit behind. San Andrews close enough. Maybe send it. A bit too far back. Going through the corners, dropping a bit. I think Super Gaming may be having a bit more downforce than these guys. Bartos and we are the close together with Derp behind. A bit of contact. Oh, I think there, and then who's that? Hugimi, Saad.
Hugimi.
Oh, and that's a virtual safety car. We saw a car spinning there, in contact. I don't know exactly with who, but...
Oh, full safety car.
Oh yeah, it's gone from PSC to full safety car now. I don't think it really matters at this point. This was only lap 1. I don't think it matters too much, apart from the people who got damaged because of that. We see Rocky, the one who gained the most places on the start. 4 places as...
And Dopey up to point scoring positions. We have to remember that it is the sprint, so only the top 8 will score points.
Yeah, everyone chose to go for the mediums. I mean, I think that's the only change on this in particular. The softs are too weak for this track, unless you got really high pressures. So, yeah, nothing really doing there. Yeah, no one into the pits. I mean, I would maybe bathe. He's got damage, or for example, Rocky seems he has damage. Hako as well. Maybe got up in that collision before. I'm just waiting for these guys down here. Don't go past the safety car or you will be disqualified. As I think, yeah, they didn't realize that the safety car was there. They had to brake a bit too suddenly.
Let's say if you're on sprint, I think.
Pacer got a 5-second penalty.
If you're on the sprint, how? Let's say if you get damage, would you really want to compete for mediums, given that this will be the same set you will use for the race?
I mean, if it's only 1 lap, right? More than that, then I don't think so.
I mean, the sprint in Spa is only 8 laps, so and this track it's not really all that much downforce demanding. So if you have just a little bit of wing damage, I believe you can manage.
Well, I mean, Thomas Wing had some wing damage, for example, yesterday, and he was losing like seconds a lap, a second and a half a lap.
Well,
and I think he was one of the lower wing setups, so...
although, how major was his wing damage? Do we even know that?
I don't exactly know, I just... he had them. I mean, at least yellow.
Oh, well, yeah, that is quite huge.
That is bad, but... Wait, getting a warning on this. Getting time penalty on that thing car.
Not ideal.
I don't think you're supposed to put much under Karasus. We might be in this lap.
I believe, I think, if I saw that correctly, Hako and Rocky, they're both on softs.
Not Dobby, but...
Hako and Rocky.
Rocky
yeah.
And Hako, yeah. As Restica seems to not be up, even though everyone's up.
Alright. He's been out only for 1 lap. Well, hopefully we won't get the repeat of the same thing that happened on the cup. We had the safety car for like 4 laps in the sprint.
I think it's gonna be like that was unlocked. I don't know what's happened there. Adam is an AI, so yeah, I don't know what's happened there. Maybe he stopped out or something. I don't know. As Spicer it's maybe getting a bit of damage from that collision with Doppy we saw before. Let's see.
Maybe he's gonna pit for softs.
Yeah. Current team are preparing a front wing there and also serving the penalty. I think that's a good idea. If you have front wing damage and a penalty, then might as well do it now because you're was E9 I think, so not in the points. You get rid of that penalty, you repair the wing, and might be on better tires from now on at the end.
I really wonder if I mean Spicer has the fresher softs. I really wonder if they will even last like those 4 laps.
They will. They will last 5 laps. The question is, at the end of those 5 laps, they will probably be like 60%. But hey, you have to
Maybe.
send it with David on this when you are in this position, I think.
Yeah, it's only a couple of laps remaining. Even if it might seem like the track is long, even if there is not that many places to overtake. If you have that of course depends on your setup, but if you're running a low ring, then it might be of course a lot easier to overtake someone.
Yeah. I think we're getting the restart this lap. Everyone's still 4 up, so I wouldn't see why not. Why wouldn't we see a safety car this time?
Seems like everyone is taking it quite easy with the tire warm-up. Oh, well, now they're starting to weave. Just a
You
bit.
don't want to do it before, because if not, you're gonna wear them out too much. See, top 5 has stayed the same. No changes in positions on the top 5. That is interesting. Just safety car in this lap. Adam trying to join again. I think he's having some issues. I don't know if it's connection issues or if it's just the game. Because he seems to be the only one who's getting those problems right now. But we've seen it happen on other tiers, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's the game issue. So we're approaching safety car restart, so whenever the safety car pulls into the pit, Super Gaming can go whenever he wants up until the start-finish line. He's just leaving. When does he want to go? I think he wants to go late. No, he's going now through the chicane. Maybe not that good of an idea. And Andrews got a pretty good restart. He's only 4 points behind and on the slipstream.
I guess we're about to see if Cortas can make the one. He seems like he's just 4 turns back. If he's really running those 0-0 wings, he even might catch up those 5 tenths.
I think you'll be able to catch that much even if you have 0-0 wings. Who's catching up a lot? I think it's Viardi dumping his battery. I think he's about the same percentage as Cortes, so they've not caught up much, but I think Viardi is the one who's running the lowest wing setup over here. Catching up a lot as Cortes went a bit wide over there. So Viardi gonna attack into this downhill long hairpin. Not really. As those 2 guys ahead are just completely checking out, almost a second ahead already of Cortes.
They seem like they're on a complete under league. Almost, yeah. Cortes is pretty much losing out now on the second sector.
As now Viardi, which we thought he might have had the lowest wings, I think is confirming it a bit since he's dropped 4 tenths on this middle sector to Cortes. While Quartus was getting a bit close to him. Yeah, you can see Bartus was trying to use some of his battery and he's barely catching up. But I think Cortes, yeah, having to use a bit more of that battery.
I mean, given it's like only 4 laps left, so then they might as well just use their battery.
Yeah, but it's a lot of places where you're able to use your battery. So I don't know if it's a good idea. I think he's just doing it to try to stay in the DRS zone for the next lap. 9 tenths now out of turn 1. Still no DRS enabled. That's next lap. As oh well, I see Bolar asking if he stays on the lobby. I think if you stay on the lobby, it does put you on a car. The race. Oh, as it's a yellow flag in sector 1. I think that's Adam. He managed to finally join, but I don't think he's having a good time. As There's, I think, can call it. I don't know, Bait got that penalty earlier, but Topi getting a penalty. He is on the points currently. Remember, it's a sprint, so P8. So he's gonna drop out of the points right now. Ooh, UK look, what's UK Lucas doing? Going down a lot.
Dopey round the outside
Yeah,
of
and
UK Lucas.
what's happening to UK Lucas?
He has wing
He
damage.
has wing damage. I think that was out of going down. I think that was out of no name. I think he might have gone way too wide and touched that outside wall.
Yeah, people really did seem to go wide through there. They must have, like, I think there was quite a lot of people who picked up warnings there.
Yeah, maybe pushing it too much it can really get you to the wall if you maybe get a snap of the rear or something. As now we're going have DRS enabled, top 3 all in the DRS range. Or are they gonna be all 3 on the DRS range? Cortes right now, it's 30,000 away from it, getting a bit back to there, but the most important part is the exit as he is using his battery down the hill, and Andrews used a bit of that battery downhill as I think we've seen Topi has spun it out of turn 1. Not great for him, lost his wing there. And Andrews though, now completely on the DRS of Super Gaming, and I think confirming that Super Gaming had higher wings, considering he's gained a lot through.
Yeah, almost 3/10 through that section.
Was Bartus spun it on the Lecom chicane. I think he was fighting with Derp, so I don't know if there might have been any contacts there, or purely rear locking, which we already saw quite some times there. Yeah. And Andrews through the first sector with the DRS got 5/10, I think it was, or 6/10, but now through this middle sector he's lost out another 5. And he has to watch out. Cortes is really pushing, trying to get into that 1 second gap, which might put him under pressure.
I'm really getting flashbacks from qualifiers. We have seen these 3 guys on qualifiers in the top 3 on the same track. It feels like preseason again.
Feels like it. CN Andrews getting a bit under braking, but I think Super Gaming having a bit of better line through the exit of the chicane.
Cortes now seems like to be finally on DRS of Andrews.
He needs to get a good exit out of here. It seems to have been a difficult corner for him. He's not losing out that much on this time. So all 3 are gonna be on the DRS, and I have a feeling that with the Super Gaming higher wings, I think we might see a chance at an overtake at the last lap, which is next lap, which we have to remember this is 8 laps as. And Andrews was lift and coast. On the telemetry, he does have the fuel icon, like on red.
Yes, I think he is a bit lifting and coasting.
So he may have underfueled a bit too much for this race, even though you gain fuel through this race. I don't know how much he's had to underfuel by, but
we can look at his onboard. We can see his fuel
my
status.
settings are happy with.
Oh.
Well, it's purely the Merc settings. They're always weird. You've had to change your camera settings because you're on the Merc. You probably know what I mean. As I think those lift and coast issues might cost Super and Andrews a chance of overtaking
Super Gaming once again pulled the gap back to 7/10 after second sector.
And I think Andrews is gonna drop Cortes, give him no chance at getting that DRS back. But is Cortes gonna have a chance at Andrews if Andrews seems to have not enough fuel? Getting a bit out of shape on that exit, losing a 10th there. Let's see, 1. That's St. Andrews, have enough fuel. Oh, it's happened behind, I think that's Bait. Spun it out of the bus stop chicane, I think maybe fighting with someone, maybe I did contact, I don't know. And Andrews still has that icon flashing now, I think that's the last lap. He's not lift and cost. So does he trust the fuel to go to the end? To save it throughout this lap? Probably for Cortez. Both Hasses are fighting now through Lecombe chicane. Rocky on the softs, one of the few people that had to box on the first lap. Who drifting through there. He's made his move up to P5 now.
Seems like the softs are working for Rocky.
Let's see, and Andrew's icon is still flashing compared to both Cortez and Super Gaming. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this.
I mean, it might be flashing because he's low on ERS.
That's the fuel icon.
Yeah, I know, but...
Different to the DRS. Because I saw Super... Maybe not Super... No more flashing. Yeah, see? He's flashing, but his icon flashing.
I saw on announcer's wheelie, he's absolutely level on with his fuel, but Super Gaming will lead us to the bus stop chicane. Seems like he's gonna take the win here in the sprint race. After pole position for him in the main race, he takes the win on the sprint, and Andrews P2, Cortez takes P3, Gardi P4. Rocky looks like he will finish ahead of Derp P5, Derp P6. Hackrock is an invade, closing off the points, and oh no! He's found the last corner!
He had a penalty, so I don't think he was gonna stay on that P8 either way. But that's still gonna drop him a couple of places to start on the next race. Because we're not done. There's a main race to go through, so he might not have been thinking through it enough, as Doppy finishes the race without a front wing. Yeah, I don't think that was the right idea by Evade. Like, you're not gonna keep that position, but those positions do matter for the start of the race. Unless he wants to start last and keep himself out of any crashes that could be on the midfield. Will be a very interesting. Weirder strategies, I think. Here, all the results. Hopefully Adam has sorted out his issues for the main race. We're gonna have Bowler as well. Might be a bit of a tighter pack. Yeah. None of the top 3 dominating. Good to see. I mean, they didn't change any positions, but they were close as
a bit of overcast.
They're starting on slicks. Would we see some rain later on in the race?
That would make the race really entertaining if we would see some rain later on, midway through the race, changeable conditions.
Rain is in Spa is always interesting because one lap too soon you pit and you might lose a lot of time, but one lap too late and you might lose more time. Very long lap, so if it's changeable condition. We'll see whoever has the best judgment to a strategy call. Waiting.
I mean, the sprint
lights out this time. I did the sprint, you do the race.
Yeah, sure. Well, the sprint, it seemed like it was quite a calm race. I mean, given we had all the safety car there, but I don't know. We just haven't seen all that many overtakes besides maybe that small house battle that we had there.
I mean, it was basically a 5-lap race.
That is true. That is true. We had a 5-lapper there with mediums.
We're gonna start now. 10 seconds. Hopefully the game's rolling.
There is no formation up if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there is no formation. We saw that in the sprint.
Alright. Let's see who's gonna take the win here. 4 lights, 5 lights. It's lights out, and away we go. Super Gaming seems like got a pretty good start, and Andrews is side by side with him. And Andrews breaks a bit late. Super Gaming leads out of the first corner. Cortez right behind, and Andrews is side by side with Super Gaming. and I'll just take the lead into Radion. Cortez steering P3, Rocky P4, Dirt P5, Gardy P6 seems like he lost a couple positions.
Super Gaming
Bartus
is
G
coming
P7.
back though on the outside. Makes the move, I think. Hernandez doesn't want to fight that much. Oh, back there we are seeing. I think we are the under fighting. Decided to start on the softs. Old strategy call that is. Ooh, as that's Bartus. Ooh, what
dives
an
down the inside.
what a send. Can he make the move stick through no name? Needs to give a bit of room. I don't think there was too much room over there.
They are still side by side coming into Pujon. They are absolutely going at it. Almost runs out of space. Yardi just tucks right behind Bartus.
Adam wants to get involved around this. Ooh, I think there might be a bit of lag there or something. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what was that, but I think everyone's still alive. Well, as we say that, UK Lucas has spun it into the wall and lost his front wing. As a BSC comes out.
Maybe not safety car this time.
For gaming. A lot of people under fueling. People a bit over fueling. And on this track it doesn't really matter. But if you want to make sure, I don't think it's a bad idea.
Well,
let me go through here because both Hasses have started on the softs.
here's me as well, and Vade.
Polar and Doppy, the only ones opting to start on the hard.
If there will be no safety car, the alternate strategy might be it.
Biggest loser out of the start, UK Lucas with that spin. One who's gained the most is Bartus as we've gone racing again. Ooh! Derp getting out of shape up Rouge. Maybe that BSC cooling the tires down a bit too much for his liking. That Adam aiming for a send, quite close enough. Yardi being locked up the rears, maybe lost it a bit there. Adam has to be careful. If he's got the pace to maybe catch up to the leaders, he's to fix his way up the field patiently but efficiently. Fighting with Yardi, he needs to fight as little as possible. Lose that much time, but he's gonna have to wait this time. Really close to him. It's out front, Super Gaming leading, and Andrews with him and Cortez this time, not dropping all that much. Oh, as I think we are this gonna be quite there. I think Adam is just hooking his overtake, he's preparing it. Well, he knows he's faster, but he just needs to wait.
Or does he? He has a bit of overtake there.
Yeah, does he need to wait if he's faster from here? As Thorpe already getting a penalty. We saw him on a rush. Oh, break there. What is? Yeah, I think that's Saddam with his connection issues. I think that might be why, because he's the only one I think who is lagging.
Does he have wing damage? I mean,
doesn't seem so.
From a contact like that, you usually would have lost your ring already, and he still has it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think this is the issues he's been having. That's why he's not being able to connect to the lobby. That might be why. Oh, as Bartus, sorry, and Bartus and Derp now fighting for P5. Defending right now. They already have DRS enabled. Defending.
I don't know if you went for I don't know if that's the play one way or another. Maybe the shots were quite good in the second part of the stream, but in the race, if there will be no safety cars, then there will be. It's gonna be really hard for them to make it through.
Bartus almost looking a bit to their inside, but not close enough. Of a weird corner to send it on. Seems to be going a bit faster on Dorp. But on Tier B, it's all about patience. It's all about just waiting as Saddam leaves the stage, and I think, yeah, those connection issues are not helping. The It's a shame because I think he had very good pace.
It is all about patience, unless you're in the top 3, where there is pretty much no patience. But probably everyone out there is pushing, yeah, setting fastest laps. Everyone in the top 3, one by one.
That's I think staying out of DRS is gonna cost Cortes a lot. Now I think he's just gonna lose time to these two on every straight. Unless they decide to fight, does St. Andrews want to overtake? Getting close. But I don't think it's close enough now. I think Bartos now just getting clear of the yellow flag. Oh, who's that? That's St. Andrews.
Oh,
He has dropped it onto Lecombe chicane. Maybe some rear locking. He was on the blue paint. We have seen that rear locking catch out people as who is that? I think that's Derp. Derp has spun it out of Lecombe chicane. Really not good for him. As he's giving Super Gaming a big cushion of room. He now doesn't have to worry about St. Andrews behind. Been great for him, even though it's really unfortunate for St. Andrews, who still, I don't think he had any damage, so I mean he's around 5 seconds behind, let's see, yeah, 5.6 seconds behind.
I mean, yeah.
The race is not done, based on the hearts is gonna be very important at the end of the race.
I mean, for me, from what we saw in Tier A, Enanzo probably had quite a huge rear locking, and he just did shoe adjustment. Saad around the whole corner as Derp is right on the back of Yujimi. Tries to move around the outside. He's still there. Now he will have the inside out of bus stop. Gets a bit better on the traction. Oh,
and they
there's
touch.
contact. Yujimi is out of the session.
And that is a full safety.
Well, Super Gaming definitely won't lie that given he had already quite a nice gap from Cortes.
Yeah. But Rocky will love to see that. I think those softs are already dropping, so I think the Hearts may be able to get it in 16 laps. They might.
From here,
A couple of safety car laps.
It might be really tight. We could see something similar like we saw in Tier A in Bahrain, where people have pitted on the early safety car around lap 10 and had to do 19 laps on Hearts.
Yeah. I think the question is, do those guys ahead, Super Gaming, everyone on the mediums, do they box? Oh, as Hyugimi is saying through the chat, there is rain in like 4 minutes.
Oh! Oh!
That might be a reason these guys might not box this time. Yeah, Hyugimi, unfortunate incident there.
Now it makes sense why people went for mediums and for softs. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah.
So
it does.
If you're a driver and if you know that there is rain like really soon, do you maybe pit for inters or something since you will be under a safety car?
Might be. At the moment we're not seeing any rain. And
if you're like,
I mean, it was like that for a lot of time during the Tier A race. Let's see. Super Gaming does come into the Cortes decides not. Rocky into the pits. And Andrews into the pits. Bartos comes into the pits. We are the comes
everyone
into the
is
pits.
boxing.
They decide
Veit
to
stays
stay
out.
Ako in. Derp stays out. Spicer. A bit of Delta. They were trying
Moment.
Ines. Yeah, almost everyone into the pits. Let's see. What's Super Gaming going to do? He's going to
Hearts.
but
Inter
we saw
Inter's on the Haas.
Rocky has decided to gamble, as I think a lot of people have decided to gamble.
And well, if that's so, I don't know if that's the play for Super Gaming. He went on to Hearts, and well, if it's going to rain, then Rocky will inherit the lead from everyone who's on slicks ahead of him.
Yeah, it all depends in how much time the safety car stays out, because these drivers will now want the safety car to stay out as much as possible, so it goes into the rain period. But I think yeah, the biggest loser from that might be Super Gaming. Lost now 5 places. Yes, he's on new hearts, but if everyone is gonna have to box again, then he's gonna have to make those places either on the pit stops. So I think just Super Gaming has complicated his race a lot just by doing this.
Yeah,
He's not gonna lose a lot of time. He's not gonna lose a lot of time. But I feel he's gonna. Yeah, I think he's just made it a bit too difficult. If rain is coming soon.
Yeah, it all depends on when the rain comes. As we can see now on the car that there is a small smudge of the rain.
So it is starting to rain. A question is, if safety car, which considering where UK Lucas is, might be staying on for another lap. Let's see. Yep. I think UK Lucas is gonna catch. Now, do all these guys stop? Because we've seen times where the rain just falls on really quickly, or times where it rains but the track doesn't get wet for 5 laps. So what are we gonna see now? Are these guys gonna box? We see the rain getting even more intense by the time.
Yeah, the rain is getting stronger. So if you're Cortez, just go to the pits.
But is that a good idea?
The rain doesn't seem to be easing off at any chance.
Cortez.
Yeah, he's into.
No, doesn't decide to. Bait does come in. Derb comes in. Spicer comes in. I think Super Gaming has decided to come in. Gonna lose. These guys are gonna lose their places, but they're gonna build the good tires. So I think Cortez has just gambled away a possible victory here.
I mean, would be a possible victory? He would have been behind like all of those.
But he would have had the pace. So he had good pace. So, I mean, you have the better pace. It doesn't matter if you're P7 or P8. You have the better pace.
The track is getting, we can see already the asphalt getting pretty damp.
But is it fast enough? Because if Cortez just gets 2 laps of... If, for example, Cortez, gets 2 laps of dry running, then he might be able to pull a bit of a gap and make it not that hurtful for his race.
Well, yeah, but even if could he maybe pull a gap of 10 seconds into last, but look at the rain, it's getting stronger and stronger.
I think Cortez has just made the wrong choice. Unless the rain is gonna last a very short amount of time, which we don't know how much the rain is. Because yes, we could have some rain, but what if the rain is only for like 4 laps, 3 laps? We don't know stuff here.
We don't know. Oh my god. If there is someone in the chat who would want to give us an insight on the weather forecast, I would be very
But
very
please,
happy to see that.
if you're racing, don't about the game.
That is true. If you're racing, don't talk about the game, but maybe like someone like Hughie, me, if you're still in the chat, maybe if you know, then tell us. Or maybe if there is an engineer of someone. Rain was for a while.
Okay.
But I mean, even if I don't know if even if Cortez will need to pit for hards even because he's on medium, so
Is it raining that much? I think it's just been raining the same for this lap. I don't think the track is that wet. Doesn't seem that wet. Oh, I think Hako has just completely dropped it. Backing out too much.
Well, Hurimi is saying that 2 fails into the race, it stops. So maybe Cortez is on the better strategy. As we're about to set off for the restart.
Whenever he wants to. At this time, we're gonna see. Are those mediums good enough? I don't think so. Rocky is just.
taking it easy. There was a small lockup from Cortez there. Oh, getting over the curb, Rocky. Trying to get an exit, and Andrews on the back of Rocky. Going up the Radion. Cortez is still leading. A small moment there from Rocky. And Andrews is trying to make a move. But seems like the strength speed is pretty much the same for all of them. Cortez.
We're gonna see through here what's really the best third tire.
But then Andrews with a switchback on the outside. Yeah, they're still side by side. Going into. Oh,
Ooh, Bartus getting involved now on the inside. Does he have enough of a run? On N Andrews from the outside? Nah, Andrews has the inside, shorter line. BRD is gonna look for the inside, not close enough. I don't know if the rain is strong enough, but this is.
Cortez got similar on pace on all those mediums.
Bartus has lost the place out there. Cortez is not losing that much time.
He's just keeping it cool, keeping it calm. And just as said, he goes off track, almost loses the place to Rocky and then Andrews. The track is getting worse and worse.
Now it's starting to get really worse as Hackers dropped it behind there. Oh, there's contact there. Somehow Bartus is alive.
Both are up to P4.
He was one of the few who boxed on that first shot. He's low, I don't know why he is though.
Yeah, into the pits he goes.
Yeah,
Cortez might have been on a great strategy, although this rain seems that it's getting worse and worse.
Now, that rain now is too much.
Yeah, now it's definitely Inters.
Ooh.
Oh! But I had to go off try and he almost had a meeting with the barrier on the back of Gardi. He is gaining a bit. Gardi goes defensive. Cortez on the outside. No, he tags behind Gardi.
Look at this as well, because this is for the lead, and Andrews somehow finds himself up to P2 after his spin. And he's looking for the lead, but overtaking in the rain now that there's no DRS is gonna be very difficult for him. I think Faith might have dropped a couple of up and there. Still on the track.
Adam, with those issues that he had, he's up to P8.
Super Gaming. Was Super Gaming up to P6. At the restart he was P12, so he's managed to pick his way up the field very nicely. Is that okay, Lucas, I think. I've just seen him. There's quite a lot of places. Rublan Shimon, this is not flat now, I think, on the wet. Having to lift off. He sends it. Now looking for the switchback, the better exit.
Now Super Game is up there with both of them. Bartus and Bolar side by side to the pit straight. Bolar stays barely ahead, although will Bartus maybe go for a switchback? No.
Bolar defends it well. Down to Orush. This is now not flat.
Now this is a way more technical corner than what it was before.
They keep it on the track, every one of them. Adam, I think now, finally maybe it's issues being a bit sorted, he's now picking up this cue. And that's a cue for P4. And Andrews for the inside on Rocky. Rocky leaves enough room. Gonna have the better line, or at least the more flowing line from here now on the side. Leaving enough room. There's on the outside. It's overtake down for an Andrews for now. But he goes a bit wide. And that sends Andrews into the lead. Something Super Gaming didn't want, that's for sure.
Super Game seems like he's really close in on Bartos. He's about 2 times back.
Bartos is gonna probably close in on Pollard. But also out flat might give. Oh, who's that? That's Rocky. Rocky has spun it, or at least gone out of the track, losing him a lot.
now-
Oh, that's a safety car.
It's full safety car. What
Something
happened?
has happened.
Cortez?
I don't think so.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe there were just 2 cars that were stationary on the track and that's where the safety car came out?
I don't know.
I mean, Cortez, he may be spun, and Rocky also was going quite slow. So,
Yeah, but they didn't crash. They just. I didn't see them crashing.
well, I mean, you don't really need to cars. If there are cars stopped on the track, there will be a safety car.
But Rocky was going. I'm not sure what that. Yeah, I'm not sure why that safety car came out. Rocky spun, but he only spun. He was already going by the time we were on to him. So I'm not sure what's happened there for there to be a safety car.
Well, that will definitely help. I don't even know who. I mean,
Cortez, yeah.
Wade, Cortez, Hako.
I think Bade might have done something to the safety car because he did come into this. So unless he knows something that we don't know about, maybe the Inter's not lasting to the end, I think he might have lost his wing and that's why the safety car came out, even though it's on standard. So I don't know. That was weird.
Well, Bolar is up in podium places. And I'm just reading Gardi P2, Bolar P3, Bartos P4. Super Gaming out to P5 doesn't seem like he lost all that much through that, let's say, pit stop blunder.
I have to look at that because that's, I think, almost half of the remaining drivers with a penalty. And there is still half of the race to go.
Yeah, this track can be really tough with the penalties. Yeah, I mean the track. If you're pushing, then it is not that hard to get a penalty around here.
Because I think we already have everyone for up, so maybe next lap we can see a safety car. As well, we did, Yugimi did say that 2/3 into the race it might stop. That's on around 5-6 laps.
Well, yeah, now we're on the halfway point of the race.
We
Lap
could
12.
see a very interesting end if that rain does come to a stop at the end.
Let's say if we will be gaslighted, the rain will finish like quite soon, like around lap, I don't know, 18, 17.
Yeah, 16, 17,
Yeah,
18.
that's like quite soon. Given there will be I believe safety car will be in this lap, so there will be only a couple more laps left of
And which is
wet
gonna
running.
be this lap? Marcos won it, I think. Will place to drop it, especially on the safety car. But yeah. There's only one driver that was on the top here, right? But to Super Gaming and N Andrews.
Yeah.
They were both on the same team, right? I do believe so.
Yeah, I think they were.
They did pretty good, I think.
I don't remember.
You commentated the race.
I know.
Okay.
But Derby is down. I only know announcers Mercedes, Super Gaming, Alfa Romeo. That's all
No
I
cross
know. I
teaming,
need to know.
guys. No cross teaming.
No cross teaming, as some people were saying.
Rain is coming very, very hard. Those tires lock up, but they're not really lock up. That's just the game.
That's
Unless they're
Yeah.
actually locking up and making them heat up, which then I think you're wearing them too much. But I don't know. Maybe they, maybe someone's figured something out.
I mean, if the rain is not staying till the end of the race, then you might as well just warm them up as much as you like. And I'm just taking it quite easy on the restart, letting the safety car come into the pit so he could have, let's say, more margin to restart the race.
Last time well, I think Super Gaming restarted the race in the middle of the game. Let's see what Andrews now. Yeah, I think he's gone. Yardi getting
gone.
a really good restart. And close to him.
Safety car into the pits now. Yeah.
Is Yardi gonna be able to maybe... Oh, then Andrews, his rear gets a bit loose. Yardi might be able to challenge down the straight. Needs to keep it close enough though. Oh, we see there Bartus having a big slide. Adam going by. Yardi close enough. Maybe go for that move. I don't think he's using some of the battery, I think. And Andrews wants to use a bit of the battery too. Just keep Yardi behind. Seeing some people here. Adam maybe looking down a bit of Super Gaming. He leaves the room. I think Super Gaming went a bit wide. Now has to defend. Bartus. There is enough room. This corner very difficult to keep it clean. Super Gaming now being attacked by Rocky. Being put out of line. It's really hurting him. He's now lost 3 places because of it. Because of being put out of line. Shows you how close it is. And St. Andreas now checking out 1 second already. And we've not gone to the end of sector 2.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying out there. Polar still keeping up on that podium. Adam right behind him, MP for 1.2 seconds is the gap. Super Gaming literally sitting on the back of Rocky. He really wants to not waste this race. He's trying to make those moves, although just that one strategy blunder, it did put him out
Ooh,
of
Doppy
the race. And Doppy's out.
has crashed. That's another safety car.
Oh well.
Dropped it on the place. Rocky dropped it earlier, but I think he hit the wall.
I've seen this before in qualifiers.
Well, that means everyone's gonna be caught up.
I mean, the gaps weren't all the way anyone else. Hack goes into the pits.
The gaps will still be by the end of the lap. Means they're gonna pick up the speed car now. That's our second safety car. Second.
No,
Second of the race. Ooh, a
third of the weekend.
penalty on there. The second of the race and the third overall. Counting the sprint. Right?
Yeah, we had one in the sprint at the early stages at lap 1.
We also had a BSC on this race.
Yeah, and also VSC on the sprint if I believe, although I might be mistaken.
No, that was a BSC that turned in safety.
Oh.
As hopefully Hako catches up, maybe we can see a safety car restart up if the game.
Well, that is one hell of a Mercedes sandwich. P1 and P last.
Not sure that's what Hako wanted, but yeah, can he catch up? I think he start the car just up ahead. I think he's gonna. Does the game want us to restart this lap?
I think there will be one more lap of the safety car.
Seems like
Yeah.
there is gonna be one more lap of safety car. But that's gonna be another 1.5 minutes.
Oh, Spicer. Passing time penalty. Collision with Wade.
Already had another collision with Dobby earlier. Green.
He's into the pits. Cortus as well. Cortus is pitting.
Now what are these guys pitting? The rain is lightening up, so easy time that maybe Spicer is. Oh no, Cortes is changing his.
Well,
Hey,
that's not ideal.
yeah.
But
Weird what happened there. Be sure, I mean, Spicer did have the penalty. I don't know why he retired. Since there was a safety car, so he would have come back. Would have got what happened.
this is fun.
Very fun racing. Their Mailander mate having no fun.
Another Grand Slam of Baron Mylander. In the car, there was like a safety car for like 4 laps or something in the sprint race.
Oh, I saw.
Another Grand Slam for Baron Mylander. As I would hope so, that the safety car would be in this lap.
Everyone caught up. I
It
don't
is the
see
second
why
lap of the safety car.
Yeah, being now the second. Please see the safety car. Yep.
Okay. So, not that many changes, besides Super Gaming dropping down from the last safety car reset that he had. And Andrew leads, they are the P2 pod are P3, Adam P4, Bastos P5, Rocky P6, Super Gaming P7. Oh, well, let's see what's gonna happen in those last 7 laps of racing that we're about to have.
Let's see. When does St. Andrews want to restart? I think this time, considering how close we are to his last restart, I think he's gonna want to restart a bit later. Going fast, but as long as he keeps a stable pace, doesn't mean restart. So now he goes. Bit of a better time. But having that,
Waller was getting a little bit out of shape. He already has Adam on his back. Although
turn off ahead, yeah.
Bjardi is actually keeping up with Anandros this time. Anand didn't get that run like he did last time.
Well, I want to wait in this sector 2. Adam. Closing in. Is he closing it?
Oh,
Outside.
that was one squeeze. Will he go for a switchback? Is there a chance for him?
Maybe, I think he may have taken a warning in the way. tries to go around the outside. Pitch back. Not on this, not this time. He's close, he seems to have a bit more pace than Bolar, but he does have that penalty.
And it is
That's
hard
one
to
thing
overtake
that
in
I
the wet.
wanted to check on the onboards is I don't see that much rain anymore. I barely see any drops.
Yeah.
So are we already approaching a dry track? Spoiler, gets a penalty. That's not gonna be
That's
good
good.
for him.
That's gonna
That's
hurt
only
him
gonna drop
in
him
the
one
end.
place for now, I think. Adam gets a great exit. Pollard made.
Oh. Oh no,
What's
okay.
happening over there? Both of them lagging, one of them lagging, I'm not really sure. Pollard stays ahead for now. That's Bade.
Retiring.
As we see
That's another safety car. As Bollard pits.
Pollard jumps to the pit as soon as that safety car came by.
Is
Which
he on
might
for
be the
slicks?
better idea. Yeah, we see already Super Gaming, Derp and Cortes and UK Lucas also into the pits. But it's not gonna matter when they box because the leaders have gone past the safety car. Safety car wasn't out on track yet.
I think Bollard went to softs. Is that the play? Supri also?
I mean, it is. It is 5 laps. With
that
2
is
laps
true.
of with 2 laps of safety car. Yeah. No, with 3 laps, 4 laps.
Yeah, it is actually true. Although
thing is, didn't matter whether they boxed this lap or next lap. Yeah, Spectre, that's my bad on the. That's my bad.
on the Mercedes, you mean, or?
I think him. Doesn't matter.
I don't know what camera he's talking about.
If someone brings it up to me during this week, I'll remember then and I'll change it. If not, I won't remember.
Can you change? Can you change in this game this specific onboard for a specific car?
Yeah.
Oh well, sure.
No, it wasn't good for. I don't use that camera angle anymore. That's the offset. That's why it's the offset. I don't use offset anymore. I don't change it. Yeah, I've seen a couple of times undercuts happening under safety car, believe it or not. Well, they offset this night with no moving. I don't know why I find TV camera now, but
I have been always using TV pod.
there's the normal TV camera. I've been offset for F1 2021 and 2022 this season started. So I was using offset. Then I changed to TV. I've changed to TV pod, and I feel it's as nice, but with better flexibility on the settings.
And I'm just now bidding, so
I want to look at this. We can see what they box for here. I think everyone. See, has Bolar maximized the delta enough to maybe get ahead of some people he wasn't.
he will definitely not take the lead now anymore, but Rocky is on mediums.
He's actually lost
Oh.
2 places, I believe. He has lost 2.
He lost to play. He lost to Bartos and Rocky.
So we've also seen overcuts now here in safety car.
Always something new. Well, I wonder.
Adam stayed out.
Yeah, Adam, like, could he make it to the end even with decent pace? I mean, the track, I believe that by lap 21 or maybe like the last lap, the track will be pretty much plain dry. So.
But Interstone, even on the right track, I think it's like 2-3 seconds. Might be a lot, but if you're in first, I don't know. It's also a question of how much is it gonna dry off. Because if by lap 21 it's guy, then it might be good to see. But if he's not later, then perfect. If it's earlier, then we will have to.
I mean, I'm not really surprised that he actually went for that since one way or another. He didn't had a lot to lose, so he might as well take this gamble.
Well, at that, that got out. He was fighting with Clark for 50.
Well,
Big chunk of points he could be missing.
he had a penalty.
Yeah, but
So
people around him was Bartus, Cortes.
as the McLaren dance was about to close on the package of Span, and the safety car is in this lap.
I figured that UK Lucas Span, I might as well come in this lap. See, that's gonna be great for Adam, but it's not. Safety car's not staying out for one lap.
The track still seems to be quite damp. He might be able to pull enough of a gap as I think. Yeah, he's not gone yet. He's gone now.
He's dropped a lot of time. Oh, look at that, and Andrew's struggling on the traction.
Yeah, everyone who's on sleep, they're struggling really bad, and Adam already got a 2-second gap to them.
They boxed a bit too early.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe the play of Adam might be the thing.
Look at Adam, he's just gone. 3 seconds already in one corner. Is Adam the only one who's managed to read the track and where it was gonna go before everyone?
Well, if the track will stay as damp as it is now, he might gain a huge chunk of time in Sector 2, that is.
Yeah, look at that. He's just gaining and gaining all throughout the corners. He's gained a second through the chicane. As Bollard, I think, got maybe pushed off a bit, but Adam has seemed to nail the strategy. Only one who's decided to stay out running test, and as we can see, it is not raining, but the track is still quite wet.
Another like 3 seconds? He's absolutely flying out there right now compared to everyone who's on 6.
7 seconds on everyone already.
If he can pull enough of a gap, when it will dry up, he might be a big winner from this. Only 3 seconds of the penalty, so even if it will dry up, he might end up on the podium. Although it doesn't really look like the track is still quite damp. Everyone's struggling. Adam pulled the 9 seconds of the gap, 9.5 already. Jesus Christ!
He's dropped 10 seconds in one lap.
That is absolutely a masterful play. There we go, 10 seconds they got from Andres to Adam. Yeah, he's absolutely pushing on there.
That gap is just standing. Doesn't seem to be closing in anytime. And Rocky on the slippery surfaces with Cortes as well, 3 wide.
3 wide.
They're not getting any traction. No one has traction. And they're braking as well. It's all really tricky for these guys.
Yeah,
are they going side by side through Eau Rouge on these conditions? They almost are.
Oh, Rocky with a small correction on the exit. Well, Rocky on the mediums, he just overtook someone who's on softs, although Bollard heading towards I don't even remember, but they're fighting quite hard. Bollard is still trying to stay up there, but Rocky is ahead.
Super Gaming. Sideline, maybe carrying more speed. Trying the switch, but he's side by side. Nice, another switch back again, maybe getting a better run. Adam, this lap he's not gaining that much, but he is still gaining.
The track might be finally going to the way of Slake's bar.
They're gonna have 2 laps only. It is gonna dry up maybe like 21, but it was too wet.
No, the amount of time that Adam is gaining is getting smaller and smaller. Although,
Yeah, but
I mean,
even I mean, last lap, yes, it was 10 seconds. Lap was 4 seconds. Even though he might not be gaining that much, he's still gaining a lot.
yeah, 4 seconds in one lap. That's still quite a lot. And before the track will be dry enough to actually to the softs to fire up and start and absolutely fly towards Adam, there won't be enough time for him.
I don't think there will be enough time for him. Super game. At the gap, Adam, when Andrews. One is on the Lecom chicane, the other one doesn't even see it.
I mean, wow. That's a pure masterclass from Adam, and then just now seems to start gaining just a bit. Although, for the midfield fight, I don't see there being the DRS to be open. Maybe on the last lap, but it still seems like it's not enough.
If DRS were to be enabled, it would have been enabled this lap. Already had. This is our third lap since the safety car.
Yeah, but actually it is still quite tough. I would say now it looks like it's drying up, but
It's only gonna be for a lap and a half. Now the track looks right. Now it looks right. Now there seems to be no puddles around. But I don't think Adam loses 10 seconds through a lap, even with the inters.
yeah, even the track is still not completely in ideal condition, so
No, and even then, I think the gap between inters and softs might be 4 or 5 seconds, but not 10.
now and Andrews is starting to gain half a second through sector 3 so far.
I have been a bit of battery burning. Adam's gonna need back on the traction zone to finish.
Oh my god. Oh, both are getting out of shape. They're using way too much care. Super Gaming maybe a bit better on the exit. No, Bollard gets a way better traction than him.
That inside line maybe a bit too slippery. Better line. Battery. Yeah, I don't think this is flat yet. And
No,
they're
it's
having to
not.
shift down. Oh, at least that Bollard. Yeah, Bollard has no battery. Even though Bollard has no battery. Ooh, getting a bit out of shape through the middle of that corner. Super Gaming almost having a bit of a moment there. I mean,
Both of them,
Super
they're
Gaming
looking really,
just needs to get ahead of Bollard, and he has P5 as well.
they're looking really hard for the traction as Adam enters the final sector.
Have to switch to him the last corner. Have to wait for now. Yeah, I think a couple of corners. Just gonna see Adam.
I mean, what a mind-blowing strategy. He got as he stayed out until pulled a massive gap. Adam from the back of the grid is gonna win the Belgium Grand Prix, and Andrews barely catch up 2 seconds to him. Looks like and Andrews gonna finish P2, but Adam is gonna not take the win with an absolute masterclass of a strategy. Although Cortez now trying to get past Bollard, since he's overtake, Bollard is absolutely out of the strategy. Could Cortez end it? No, he's looking maybe around the outside, maybe going for a switchback on the traction zone. Will he have enough grip?
DRS just gets enabled, but is Super Gaming getting Cortez to the line? He is! Bollard had a bit more seconds of penalty, but Super Gaming got Cortez to the line. Or, no, I think Cortez also had more penalties than Super Gaming, but I think either way he got him to the line. Yeah, and Andrews finished the race P2. Strong race for him, but I feel he's gonna be missing out that race win.
Yeah, I feel like Andrews is gonna he's gonna be like beating him up after the race and be like, I could stay on the centers, but I mean, Adam, what a masterclass from him.
I mean, everyone boxed. No one expected it. No one expected the Inters to be faster. No one expected the track to dry out so slow.
Yeah. I mean, with the problems that he had, he couldn't even he barely raced in the sprint, and maybe he was disconnected in the main race. I mean, wow, what a performance from him.
The only one who thought about it. And it's the only one who gets it right. But out of the race, tire two races, and Andrews and Adam both get the same point. And well, let's first see the race results. And yeah, we already got that P3. I think that's his first podium. I think he's raced on a couple of.
He did race in Monaco,
Yeah,
if I remember correctly.
yeah, that's Bartus on P4, Rocky P5, Super Gaming on P6, Paco P7, Cortes P8, Polar P9, and Yuki rounding out. Derp barely missing out by a couple of seconds. A lot of retirements. Allow me to race director for a second, but game. So yeah, especially for the top 3 now, if you want, go to the waiting room and we can pull one in.
Yeah, so I guess now it's introduce Thomas. Oh, one should call. That's interesting.
Going up to the lobby.
Oh,
What?
well,
That's some shambolic stuff there.
well,
Just a
we
reminder, this doesn't count.
have. Yeah,
That
races.
doesn't
Although,
count, guys. It doesn't count.
well, we have Yardi in the waiting room. You can interview him. He finished P3. Hello, Yardi.
Hello.
I believe that's your first podium in Tier B?
It's either my second or my third. I'm not sure.
Oh,
But this season, many podiums are we talking? You got 3? Or
This season, yeah. It's
oh,
been my first season.
oh yeah.
yeah.
You have been racing in Silverstone. I remember. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I remember now. Well, P3 seemed like you had quite a chaotic race from it seemed like pretty much.
Yeah,
And
I mean, the rain really saved me. Um, yeah, I was just way better in the rain compared to the dry. And on this game, I don't really like Spa that much.
yeah,
So yeah,
fair.
this is a very good result for me.
Yeah, I think this puts you up to P3 in the championship. So
Could
that's
well be.
yeah, because Super Gaming was behind you. You were tied on points. Well, no, you stay P4 because Adam, but still P3. I mean, good race. But what did you think about the race overall? The dry to wet to dry.
I mean, it was very interesting. Yeah, the safety cars really helped with giving me time to think to like what to do. And just very easy decisions. And at the end, I really thought it would dry up way quicker than it did. And well, Adam took the win that way by staying out on the inters.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone saw that coming. But I mean, still good race from you. I think for the constructors, he's still quite good as well, even though for gaming finished behind. I think he got 6, so it's P3 and P6 plus the sprint
Yeah.
point. I think you get closer to the Mercedes.
Yeah, could well be.
Yeah, I mean, constructors championship it's still worth money, right, Max?
the championship fight. I mean,
The constructors championship. Or is it not?
instructors.
Let me check.
I think Aston Martin was quite up there if there's 1-2 in Silverstone
Yeah,
that they
tier
had.
B winning team gets $10.
Oh yeah, shit, I helped them get more points in Silverstone, I remember.
Yeah, it's $5 each for the driver.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah, still good race, and well, hope you keep
Yeah.
the momentum going on for the next races, which is Miami. Yeah, it's Miami race. Yeah, thoughts on that? Maybe race for you, not that good.
I mean, I like the track, but I have no idea how I am based on pace. But I like the track to just hot lap around sometimes.
Well, thank you for
Oh,
the and yeah.
I only just noticed that all my finishes were P3.
I mean, all the
I
finishes P3 can get you the championship, so
I know. Consistency is key, right?
yep.
One DNF or
Especially
above and
especially on tier B. C is key.
yeah. Well, good
Uh,
race and congrats to Adam. Yeah, great strategy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you. Good job on the P3.
Yeah, thank you.
well, and since I don't think any of the other top 2 want an interview, I think we're gonna be stopping now. So, well, thank you for everyone for being here. As we said, next race, Miami, which is gonna have tier C on Wednesday, tier A on Friday, and tier B on Saturday. And let me check, because I do check what race the cup is.
The cup will be on Jeddah.
Yeah, so that's also on Saturday at, I think it's 5 p.m. UK time, so it's 6 p.m. on most of the Europe, I'm not sure. Before a couple of 2.5 hours before the Tier B race, that will be the cup. So yeah, look out for next week, because very interesting races. Miami and Saudi always give races, like good races. There's always something happens. But yeah, thank you for everyone, and well, Maxman, any thoughts? Next races?
Uh, I mean, last time TRA race at Miami it was full wet, so that might be quite interesting. But other than that, not really quite. So, looking forward to TRC to pretty much every race that there will be. So I don't know. That's that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that's that. And well, guys, I guess we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.